what happens to our communities when people are doing God's work together? And we're going to answer some questions after this. And this is the final question here for Master Lama Rasaji. Again, what happens to our communities when people are doing God's work together?
Well, what we do then, it's like we see this transference that's happening, and we're seeing this, and what's going to happen is households are becoming their own banks. Households are, becoming their own investment centers. When you look at companies like Avon and Mary Kay and Prime America and Google and Microsoft, how many garages was businesses started out of? And today the garages is a laptop computer, an internet and Wi-Fi connection on your kitchen counter. And not only are we seeing the big wealth, the largest wealth transfer all the way back from King Solomon to now, but we are seeing wealth created out of the ethers, wealth that was not even in existence in the physical domain manifest itself. This wealth is going to be manifested through a lot of you that are listening to Jimmy and the Lama today on this call. Think about that. How will it look? I want you this weekend to do a little homework, do a little soul searching, go to Rasaji.com, click on documents, look at the column exercises, download it, and then read some testimonies. Think about doing the 45-day challenge. It's all free. It takes you a few minutes, print a few pieces of paper. Watch what's going to happen. What does your life look like? And how many different communities can we connect? See, I feel that the first community that's going to be affected is the families in all spiritual patriots' households. I think as whoever that patriot in the household, whether it's female or male, because I am sure seeing a lot of female patriots show up these days, right? So who's it going to be? And when it's anchored in your home and you begin to do these exercises and that energy moves into the community of your home. See, with the internet, can you imagine if we keep talking about this number 144,000, right? Imagine 144,000 households with an average of maybe 5 people in a household. Now we're pushing a million people plus, right? So what is going to happen when that is grounded and implemented? What is that going to happen? When you examine what kind of life do you want your family to have? And how does that look? Remember what I said earlier. When it's in your heart, what you truly want for your family, and you know it's good, and it's not going to hurt anybody, it's not going to take from anybody. It's either God's going to bless you with the transference of wealth, which we're seeing a lot of that happen, especially in the precious metal department. We're seeing a lot of that happening. But He's going to teach you how to, the things that are orbiting you now in your 4D and 5D body that are getting ready to land in 3D. What do you think makes that happen, right? What do you think? Well, when you're doing your mirror meditation, one of the things that is big at the forefront is self-acceptance. Do you truly believe? See, I learned from Master Rabbi Jesus something really important very early into my training. One day I was sitting and I was talking to him spiritually, and he looked at me and he said, Master Rasaji, I wasn't a Lama yet, that was a master. He says, you know, you can have anything from Abba, my heavenly Father, you want, as long as you believe that you can. As long that you believe you deserve it. And I'm going to tell you, you're the only one that can determine that. No one else can determine you. So this weekend, sit down with your family, your wife, your husband, the kids, and say, hey, we're going to do a collective column exercise. What kind of life do we want for this family? Are we going to travel? Are we going to do ministry? What are we going to do? And then talk about it, put it down on paper, right? What you measure will multiply. Put it down on paper and then pray over it. Ask Abba to bless it and watch it show up in your life.